Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rose and I make a lot of videos about manifestation, metaphysics, spirituality, all the things. And lately I've been talking a lot about how our words create our reality. And I want you to know that that is true not only for, abundance and relationships and the material things. That's also true for your physique and the goals that you are trying to reach with your body. Our physical temple is an extension of our energy, of our words, of our thoughts, of our belief system. When I first started working out, this was years ago, I was in the gym all the time, every day. I was really honestly killing myself working out so much, running so much, and I was meeting it from a space of hatred instead of self-love. So I was in the gym because I hated myself. I was running every day because I hated being fat. I was working out every day because I hated my physique. You get the point. The self-hatred, the anger, the feeling disgusted with myself, the low self-worth, lowering my value, all of this was keeping my goal and the physique that I wanted out of my reality, because I am such a master manifester. And if you are anything like me and you are able to manifest quickly, maybe you weren't aware of how powerful your manifestation skills were, and you may be keeping yourself in a loop of chasing the physique that you're looking for. So every time I used to go into the gym, I was constantly scanning the room. I was looking for women that had better physiques than me. Anytime I saw somebody with big glutes, I would instantly pick myself apart, tear myself down, and tell myself that I was losing value, or that I was less valuable. And a few things were happening at the same time that are signaling to the universe that I'm not ready for the physique of my dreams. One of them was the fact that I was still objectifying women. I didn't realize that just because I wasn't looking at women and like, I want to consume them, I want them, I'm still objectifying them by seeing their physique, their body first, and by valuing that first, and by seeing them as a body before I'm seeing them as a human. The second thing that I was doing is I was throwing out jealousy. I was literally like screaming to the universe, I'm jealous, I'm insecure, I'm jealous, I'm insecure, I'm jealous, I'm insecure. And vibrationally, jealousy is the number one indicator of lack. And we all know that where energy flows, things grow. So if your energy is flowing and you are putting a lot of energy into jealousy, you are signaling to the universe you're lacking something, therefore in return more lack will be given to you. I was killing my self-worth and my self-respect. I was telling myself constantly, by looking at these other women and by tearing myself down and telling myself that my partner didn't want me, I was killing my confidence and my inner child, and continuously repeating the cycles that I had been through as a child of low self-worth, low self-esteem, not feeling good enough, not feeling like, I have to gain love, I have to gain acceptance, I have to do something to get something. Because essentially, like I said, I'm telling myself I have to lose weight before I'm valuable. I have to gain glutes before I'm valuable. I have to hit the physique first. And we see this a lot in manifestations. We see this a lot in physicality. People think I've got to get the money, then I'll be secure. I've got to get the car, then I'll feel safe. I've got to get the body, then I'll feel beautiful. And I'm telling you that if you can find that feeling first and hold it long enough, it will fall into your reality so much quicker. The first way of doing things is what keeps people in the chase. Even when you get the car, even when you get the physique, even when you get the money, you'll still feel like you're missing something because you didn't achieve the feeling first. And that's what you're chasing, is the feeling. It's not the thing, I promise you. You want to feel secure in yourself, and you think by losing the weight you will. You want to feel abundant, and you think by gaining the money you will. And it's gonna sound counterintuitive, and you're gonna say, girl, if I had $100,000 in my account, I promise you I'd feel more secure. If I had if I lost 20 pounds, I promise you I'd feel more confident. I'm not necessarily arguing that. I'm just trying to let you know that if you can achieve the feeling first, these things will come faster. Now, should that be your goal necessarily? No, but it really does work. The longer that you can hold the vibration of the thing that you're trying to call in, the faster it's going to fall into your reality. And the better the relationship is going to be, and the more things will find you in your life, because I'm telling you, as somebody who went from $200 a week to randomly thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars falling into my account, I still felt lack. I still felt like it wasn't enough. I was still having financial issues. It's because it was coming from me. My energy was still lack. That's why you see people who work out every day, who have great physiques, who say, my self-confidence is still low. I still have body dysmorphia. It's because they're still in the energy of being not enough. It's because they are still in the energy of the chase of trying to find validation, loving themselves, accepting themselves. And they thought by losing the weight, that thing would come. Sometimes that's not true. Sometimes it is, but sometimes it's not. Some people think, when I get the car, then I'll feel confident, then I'll feel safe. They get the car, and then if the newness wears off, and that feeling, that emptiness is still there. I promise you, it's not the physical thing that you're chasing. It's the feeling that you think the physical thing is going to give you, and you can achieve that feeling first. That way, when the things do fall into your reality, that way when you do get the physique, that way when you do get the car, when you do get the money, it is truly overflow and abundance of the feeling that you are already feeling. That's the natural way of it. We are put into this paradigm and put into this society and put into the world of chase, of grind, of trying, of the next best thing, and then the next best thing, and then the next best thing. Think about how long you've been scrolling on social media. Your brain is literally addicted to dopamine hits and to seeing the results and to getting things very, 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 very quickly. So the novelty of it runs out fast. You will constantly be in dopamine loops even when the thing hits your account. I mean, even when the money hits your account, even when the physique comes into your reality, even when the car comes into your reality. And usually it takes a long time to get there because you're in an energetic chase. But again, if you can get to the energy first, the things will start to pour into your life, and you will be able to appreciate it differently, because they're not what is validating you. They're not what is building your self-worth. When you can learn to love yourself, accept yourself, and genuinely be your best friend through it all, things will never be able to shake you. You're going to go through life, baby. You're going to gain weight sometimes. Maybe your face breaks out. Maybe you get in an accident. God forbid, but maybe you get in an accident. You're going to age. You're going to get little wrinkles. Your hair maybe turns gray. I mean, yes, there are cosmetic things you can do to slow this process down, but you can't escape it. And if you can learn to love yourself without the perfectionism, or without the beauty, or without the physique, when life happens, because life is going to happen, it's not going to be a hit on your self-worth, because you found self-worth before. If you can learn to find the freedom and the openness and the this before money comes, if anything ever happens to where you lose money, it's not a hit on your confidence, because you learn to find it without it. And it's very hard to go backwards when you build up a certain amount of energetic, when you build your energetic frequency up around abundance. It is almost impossible to go backwards. But when you build your reality around lack, even if the reality looks from the outside in like it's full of abundance, it is on a crumbling foundation, and you will never feel full. You'll never feel satisfied. And our words, I say it all the time, I make videos about it constantly, our words create our reality. Our words paired with our belief system, which then are paired with our actions, create our reality. So if you are constantly saying things like, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm useless, and this is a part of your belief system, that you're fat, you're ugly, you're useless, and then you go to make decisions based on that I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm useless, even if you're working out, even if you're grinding, even if you're trying to get money, it's not that certain results won't happen, because we do live in a 3D world, but it is that these results will happen on a faulty foundation. That's all I'm saying. Learn to love you, learn to accept you, learn to stop bracing when you go into the gym, learn to stop talking so shitty on yourself whenever you're doing your best. Because like I said, every time I went into the gym, bringing it back to the physique, every time I went to the gym, I would wince when I saw beautiful women. Every time I went to the gym, I would literally look around, and if somebody had a big butt, my whole day was ruined. I would think, why would my partner want to be with me when there are women that look like this out here? Why, I'm never going to get to that. Look how long she probably had to work to get to that. What's the point? Look at where I'm at now and where she's at. This isn't going to happen fast enough. I was putting all of these things in my head, not realizing the power that I held, and not realizing how much I was being so shitty to little me and to all of the versions of me that came before where I am now. There were versions of me that was just trying to get through the day. There was versions of me that was just trying to get to the, literally to next year. Like, let's hope we even make it to next year. I wasn't in the mind space to think about pouring and devoting into myself. I didn't even know that was a possibility for me. So instead of being mean to that version of me, obviously that version of me needs some love. Obviously that version of me maybe needs a hug and to be told, it's okay. You are perfect how you are, where you are. Let me take over now, from a state of love, not from a state of judgment, because that's what you're doing whenever you're making decisions that are based out of hate for yourself. You're judging yourself and then you're trying to correct it. Energetically, that wouldn't work. If you were looking at a friend and you were like, oh, you're so ugly, let's go to the gym. You're not going to want to go to the gym with them. But if somebody comes to you and says, dang, you have such a great like starting point. I'm so excited to do this. You're so beautiful and you're so capable. And I can tell like you're going to be strong and you're going to kill this. You're going to be like, you know what? You're right. I am going to kill this. Be your number one best friend. You are going to die with you. Be your number one best friend. Speak life into your life and watch how it just manifests into something out of your wildest dreams. You are capable of that. You can do that. You can have the physique. You can have the money. You can have it's nothing. It's nothing to the universe that can bring you the physical things. Stop valuing that so much though, because whenever you learn to love yourself, to pour into yourself, to devote to yourself, all of those things will just be cherries on top of your existence. They won't be the fundamentals of your value. Anyways, I'm about to go work out. Thank you so much for watching. I have like, I think when I started this channel, I was getting like 2 or 3 views. I had like 1 or 2 subscribers. We have to like 16 subscribers. And I'm grateful for every single one of you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for spending your energy with me. I hope you got something out of it, and Godspeed on your adventure.